Bring in. Do you want to do birthdays?
Yeah, let's do some birthdays.
I'll do birthdays. I'll do birthdays.
Okay. Do we bring Ethan in to do birthdays as well? Let's.
Sure.
What's birthdays? What is that?
I know how old people are. So Dan quizzes us, and I'm never wrong. And what we'll do a round. He'll ask you, this is so-and-so's birthday. And then Emil gives the age, and then you and I have to guess if it's higher or lower than what Emil said.
Okay, so I give the age.
You give the age.
Emil's going first. So the first birthday for today is John Bon Jovi.
Oh, John Bon Jovi. Yeah, of course. The perfume guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
His birthday was on the 2nd.
All the fragrances. I know all his fragrances.
Just sold his one of his apartments for a lot of money.
So he's you want his name, you want his age? I give you his age, is that it?
Yep.
Okay, so I always get John Bon Jovi and the guys who do Eye of the Tiger mixed up. I'm not a big Bon Jovi. He was like an East Coast thing, and I'm a West Coast guy. But I would say John Bon Jovi is about 63.
Ethan, higher or lower?
I was actually thinking 62, but I'm going to say, just to be contrarian with myself, I'm going to say higher.
I'm going to say higher too.
John Bon Jovi was 1962. He is 60.
He's 60.
Really?
Yes, there it is, dude. He was
I'm told he's very good. I'm told he's great. So Emil is winning. Next.
Right. Who's going to go first this time?
Me.
All right, Feldman.
And I'm never wrong.
Joel Osteen.
Joel Osteen, the evangelical minister from Texas who didn't let anybody into his mega church when Houston was facing Hurricane
Lakewood Church.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Clean capitalist for Christ. That's who he is.
Joel Osteen is 55.
Now,
Ethan. I think Ethan follows David.
Oh, he's older than that, but he looks younger. He has very good doctors.
I say lower. I say he's younger.
Joel was in 1963. He is 58.
Emil, Ethan gets one. Okay. I have none.
You're giving them a head start.
Right. Go ahead,
All
Ethan.
right. Here we go. Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, Shaquille.
Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq.
You want his food age, or do you want?
I'm going to say Shaq is. I think he's a little. I'm going to give Shaq 54.
Emil?
I say lower.
I say higher. I say 55.
1972. He's 49.
All right, last one. Emil now has 2 points. Ethan has 1. I have 0.
This is a fun game. Wow, who knew?
All right, the last one of the day.
You ever played IMDb scores?
Oh, that's funny. That sounds good.
Yeah. I'll write that down.
Let's play IMDb scores next week.
All right. We got a Cuban-American movie actress, Eva Mendes.
Do I have to guess the age? Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yep, you're first.
For the game, the set, and the match.
I would say Eva Mendes. Is she related to the guy from World War II? No. Eva Mendes.
Were you going with Mengele? Is that where you went?
No, I was
Ava Braun.
I'm trying to figure out, is she,
Mendez. How do you get from Mendez to Mengele?
it wasn't Mengele. There some kind
Like 3 train stops away from
The Menendez brothers.
Menendez brothers. I could understand.
I think she's, God, I think she's 40, 44.
Ooh, that is a very good guess.
Feldman.
Are we doing how much do they weigh or how old are they? I'm going to say, I'm just so maybe we could get her on the show. I'm going to say much, much lower. Much lower. No way. No way, Emil. No way.
I'm going to say older.
Oh.
Ooh.
1974, 47 years old.
We have a tie. We have a tie. We have a tie, Dan. What do we do?
I never win
Well,
this.
the only names I have left are people that are already dead. You want to go for one dead person? You have to guess when they were
How old they were when they died.
Yeah,
Can we guess what they died of?
I don't have that info, but I have their birth year, death year, and how old they were.
Can
Or
I ask
do
you a
somebody
question?
from the
If the guesser nails it, do they get 2 points or anything in that game we just played or no?
we haven't figured that out.
Okay, all right.
While Dan is doing the math, Steve Scrovan, who co-hosts the Ralph Nader Radio Hour with me, reminded me of a joke that Jackie told. And I said, I got to tell this joke. It's so good. Guy goes to the doctor. The doctor says, I got bad news. You got 3 weeks to live. Guy goes, oh my God, is there anything I can do that will help? The doctor says, well, you might want to go home and every night before you go to bed, rub mud all over your body. The guy goes, do you think that'll help? The doctor says, no, but it'll help you get used to the dirt.
I always like, I want a second opinion. Oh, you're ugly too.
Yeah, I know. But I thought that's just
That's a great
Jackie
joke.
will tell what Jackie does. We were talking about Jackie is he'll tell 30 jokes, many of which are purposely stupid. So he lowers your expectations, your guard goes down, and then he hits you with a joke like that. And they're like 5 out of 30.
Can I ask something?
Are-
He's like a joke historian. He knows every joke, but is he more curating them or does he write some of these?
He curates most of them. Yeah,
It's
but
amazing.
there isn't
It's
a joke he
encyclopedic.
doesn't know.
Yeah, it's
What
encyclopedic.
we should do,
Yeah.
what we should do is try to stump him.
Right.
Because that's what his act is, where you start a joke and he'll finish it. I don't think, and there's some great jokes that I don't remember that he knows, like
That's
jokes.
the amazing thing, because even if you've heard it, sometimes you know after a few years you forget the. It sounds like he never forgets.
They did that segment for years on Stern, Stump the Joke Man.
Right.
Yeah, we should, Dan, at the next meeting, we should talk about having Jackie come on and use the chat room to. But hey, how are the what are super chats? By the way,
Since we were talking about it earlier, we have 0 since then.
Super chats. This is where people make donations.
this is where people. This is how we pay the staff. Super chats.
Super chats.
What's the tiebreaker? Let's do this.
Here we go.
All right, let's do it. And then we have to talk about some serious stuff.
Okay, let's go with the age when they passed away. And the person is Alexander Graham Bell.
Oh, the age.
He passed away in
Oh,
1922.
I know this. 1936.
That's not his age.
Oh no, but he died in 1936.
His age.
Who's doing this guess?
It's between Emil and Ethan.
So yeah, who
Know
gets,
why he died?
Oh, who gets closer? Is this Price is Right rules?
And
You
why
can go over,
Alexander
or
Graham
just-
Bell died? He didn't invent 911. He forgot. said, "Doctor, quick, come here!" And doctor couldn't hear him.
All right, yeah, it'll be whoever gets closer, and Ethan is first.
I'm going to
I'll
say
get
he
it
lives
first.
to the ripe old age of 88.
There you go.
After 11 p.m. when the rates are cheaper.
Or party line, door number 3. I think he died. That's too old.
That's very
too
old. That's very old back in the day.
They did not have that high a life expectancy. So I would say 50. What Ethan? You said what? 80? What?
I said 88.
Oh, I better say 87 to be safe.
Oh, Jesus. That's good strategy. That is.
I mean, that is gamesmanship.
That's cruel. That's cruel, but
He was 75 years old.
What
Well
year
played.
did he die? And was he a portrait painter? Was he also like a renowned artist, or was that Marconi? I was just reading David McCullough last week, and I think I read that like Alexander Graham Bell was like an amazing portrait artist who studied in France. I think, or it was Marconi.
Maybe he did graffiti like Basquiat.
Too bad there isn't some kind of thing like
yeah,
a machine.
Look this stuff up. I
You could look this shit up. All right, let's wrap this up.